Hi everyone, this is Ingrid from Old Town Charm, and of course today I'm going to make another hot process soap, and this will be lavender. I am going to make a different kind of soap. Pretty much I'm going to make maybe 3 layers, 2 purple and 1 white line, and of course with hot process it's very unpredictable and you cannot make a straight line. I'm trying, maybe there is a way and a technique. If you do know, please comment down below. But I wanted to make a different type of lavender soap. Of course, same fragrance, but using the purple mica from Mad Micas and also titanium dioxide to make the white line. I already mixed the lye with my oils. My oils were at 185 degrees, and I think my lye was almost 200 degrees. So this took me a little while to get the reaction, but it did happen. And in this video you'll see why it's so important to be close to your mix, especially when you finish mixing with your with your stick blender, because you'll see that if you just look away for just a few minutes you might get an overspill. So like always, after reaching either light or medium trace, I like to cover it so I can maintain the heat and wait for the first reaction. And as always, as you can see on my video here, I'm wearing my gloves. You can't see I'm wearing my goggles, but it's so important that you wear your gloves, your goggles, your long sleeves. Just protect yourself. As you'll see later on, I did spill, and I highly recommend if your batter spills, your mix spills, go ahead and wait for it to cool off when it falls on the table and then clean it. You don't want to irritate your skin or burn your hands. Now as you can see here, my first reaction is happening, and this is what they call in hot process volcanoing. The oils in the lye are reacting, they're heating up, and they're just bursting, the fat in the oils. And here I did spill because my husband called me and I looked away, and once I came back to it, I was like, oh God, there is a spill all over. But as soon as you put the spoon in and you mix, the vapors come out, the spill, the volcano will stop. But you see, I did not pick it up right away. I waited a little while so that spill in the table just gets cold and I don't have to worry about, even if I'm wearing gloves, you'll feel it. You'll feel the heat on your gloves. So just wait until it gets cold. I wanted to apologize too if you hear me. I have morning allergies, and I woke up today super allergic, so I'm coughing a lot. So I apologize if I sound like if I have a cold. It's not a cold, it's just allergies. But with hot process soap, I wanted to mention that it does have, depending on how hot it is, you might get multiple reaction. It's a workout. I don't mention this, even though I love doing hot process, but my arms, my hands, oh my God, my wrist, it's just a workout. You want to make sure that you mix everything well and incorporate, the lye water with the oils. That I use my stick blender as much as I can until it's too thick for me to use my stick blender. So I use my hands and my spoon, and I can't complain. I'm getting great tonification on my arms, but it tires you. Now, here it's almost ready, and I am actually splitting this into 2 because I mentioned earlier that I'm doing 2 colors, a purple and a white. So I forgot to put fragrance on my white one, so you'll see how that looks a little bit fluid at the end, and it was because I totally forgot. to add fragrance. So at the end I added my fragrance, and I think I'm not sure why, but it made it very, very fluid. The soap came out fine, it was great, but it's still, I was afraid that it was not going to mix well. It was going to just seep into the purple color because of the fluidity. Now, as usual, I always add my goat's milk, not my goat's milk, my Greek yogurt, which is made with goat's milk. But if I don't have Greek yogurt, I add either goat's milk or coconut water, coconut milk. What a day. But the people that do, I have several people that like to order vegan soap. So I make my batter or my mix with coconut milk instead of Greek yogurt because it has goat's milk. So, but this one is definitely non-vegan because I am using the Greek yogurt. Several people have given me tips of what to use for vegan soaps, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for everybody that's giving me tips and comments on how to perfect my hot process. I want to say thank you to everybody that has commented and given me information, especially with my last video. I did an oatmeal hot process, and they said to cook the oatmeal or at least boil them so it's not too harsh when people are using the soap. I like it because it exfoliates my skin really well when I use my oatmeal hot process soap with oats not cooked. But I am going to try it to see how that works too, and I might make a video of it. But right now I'm mixing the titanium dioxide and the Greek yogurt with one of the batter, and then on this one I'm going to add the purple and mix it really well and add the fragrance. I guess I know why I forgot the fragrance on the white mix. I actually mixed my lavender fragrance with the purple mica, and I think I used grape from Mad Mica, and I totally forgot to add, of course, the portion of the lavender to the white when I was mixing it. So here I mixed it, and I noticed that my mica was all the way in the bottom of the container, so I added the soap into the container to mix it really well. Now I am going to be adding the first layer to the mold, and you'll see when I cut the soap later on. I highly recommend that you tap really well, because hot process, since it's thicker and not that fluid, it tends to get clumpy, and if you don't tap well, you might get some bubbles or gaps. Thank God it was not a lot of gap. It was just maybe 2 soaps had a little bit of gap, but that's because I may have not tapped enough, so it gets all mixed in with each other. So it's very important to go ahead and tap. So if anybody knows how to make straight lines with hot process, or those kind of side lines, or like looks like you're making a triangle with hot process, let me know. I want to start making some more designs with hot process. I know I can make something with it, as you'll see with this one, but I want to try to make more cool designs like we do with cold process soap. Try to use this mold more often, because the other mold that I was using, the soap was too wide and it did not fit on my soap cutter. This is my second soap cutter that I've purchased, and I still think that I'm in the market to buy the right one. So I don't know why I'm still procrastinating, but definitely I'm going to start to invest in either a multiple cutter or a single wire cutter, but maybe one from, like, saw one from Brambleberry that I really liked, and I think another one from Bob's Shopwork in Etsy. So I'm debating, but here I wanted to show you, this one had a small little gap on the side right here, and it was because I didn't tap enough to have the white lines all stuck to the mold. So that's why it's so important to tap. But I also wanted to show you, this is so beautiful. I mean, the soap, it looks a little bit ashy on the top, but it smells delicious. I love this lavender fragrance from Candle Science. And I think that even though the lines were not straight, I love the design. It's really pretty. Again, thank you for watching the video. I hope that you like this lavender kind of swirly technique that I did instead of straight lines. But I will be doing more soap soon. And if you liked my videos, please subscribe and like. And until the next one, here's the results.